the Torah directs us to sanctify time. Vayhi Erev, Vayhi Voker Yom Echad concludes the Torah's first unit, the first day. There was evening, there was morning, one day. HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem Rosh Chodashim were commanded in the first mitzvah given to our people as a nation. This month shall be for you the first of months. This renewal shall be for you a beginning of renewals. But both days and months are units of time associated with astronomical phenomena, the rotation of the Earth and the revolution of the moon. There's one set of cycles that the Torah introduces, which is entirely divorced from any overt natural occurrence, the cycle of sevens. While we are introduced to the concept of the week in Breshit, we're introduced to a broader cycle of sevens in Parshat Emor, the counting of the Omer. Parshat Behar takes this into overdrive, building an entire structure of time upon this cycle of sevens. Count 6 years, and the seventh is a Shabbat, a Shemitah year. Count 7 sets of 7 years, and the 50th year is the Yovel, Jubilee. Parshat Behar and this whole cycle of sevens are not about obsession with a number. They serve a broader purpose, that of making time holy, of creating space in a world of physical time for spiritual time. This is the process that we find ourselves in today, of finding particular ways of sanctifying each day of the Omer count. But we also create and ritualize gaps in time. We separate one day of the week from the other 6, 1 year from the week of years. We make space in our physical world for purely spiritual time, devoted less to renewal than to reflection and release. Even in our physical world, there are gaps in time waiting to be sanctified. It's always struck me that our astronomical markers of time don't line up perfectly. A lunar year of 12 months lasts at most 355 days. A solar year lasts 365 and a quarter. We're left with a gap of time, 10 days, in which the solar and lunar cycle aren't aligned. Now, at a practical level, this gap was repaired by the institution of leap years. But the particular length of this gap, 10 days, is striking. We know of 10-day gaps in time. The Talmud in Masechet Rosh Hashanah records a discussion of this particular gap of 10 days with relevance to the section of the Parsha devoted to the releasing of slaves in the Yovel year. Amar Rabbi Yishmael ben Oshel Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka. Rabbi Yishmael, son of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, said, Mirosh Hashanah ad Yom HaKippurim, lo hayu avadim nisterin levatehem, velo mishtabdin ladonehem. From Rosh Hashanah until Yom Kippur of the Yovel year, slaves were not released to their homes because the shofar hadn't yet been sounded, but they were also no longer enslaved to their masters. Rather, they would eat, drink, and rejoice, and wear their crowns on their heads. Once Yom Kippur arrived, the court would sound the shofar, slaves would be released to their original houses, and fields that were sold would be returned to their original owners. Parshat Behar presents a model of a world to strive towards, one in which inequality is recognized and repaired, in which the full humanity of all is realized and restored, in which the masters and slaves could sit together at one table, eating and drinking and rejoicing, building up a world together. Shabbat Shalom.